Hi and welcome to Totally Holistic Health, and my name's Julie, and today I'm going to show you a really lovely sequence of yoga moves just to help when you're feeling a little bit under the weather. I know a lot of people, I know myself included, have had lots of bugs and stuff recently, and the last thing you sort of really want to do is actually get yourself onto a yoga mat. However, it's actually really nice just to get some movement into the body. So this is really just for you, just if you're feeling as if you really don't want to get there, but you feel as if you should do something. Now what I've got underneath my bottom, I've got a nice squadgy blanket, which is absolutely lovely to sit on. Again, it's all to do with really being self-care and just really looking after yourself and just doing what feels right. So starting off, we're just going to take a few moments just to check into the breath, and the good thing about sitting on onto a blanket as well, just raises the bottom up a little bit and it just makes it a little bit more comfortable. So we're just going to check into the breath and how we're actually feeling at this moment. Again, just try to imagine you've got a lovely thread coming at the top of the head. I know when you're feeling a little bit unwell, sometimes you just feel as if you want to just be really closed up, but sometimes it's actually just nice just to, again, just feel as if that lovely expansion of the chest, just opening up a little bit. And just taking a few breaths. Again, really just feeling any tension anywhere in the body, and just maybe just moving the shoulders a little bit, just move them around down the back. Moving them forward a bit as well. Just moving the neck from side to side, just to see how that feels. Brilliant. Okay. So first of all, we're just going to bring our hands in front of us and just interlock the fingers, and then push the palms away. And really nice just to sort of maybe just arch the back a little bit, but just feel that lovely stretch across the shoulders. Really nice. There, and then releasing the fingers, and just interlocking the fingers behind the back, and just drawing the the fingertips down the bottom, really just opening up the chest. Again, bringing those shoulders down, and maybe just moving the neck again from side to side. Again, just be really careful, just doing really gentle, slow movements. We're not overstretching, we're just really feeling what feels nice to you as well. So again, just be really careful. Again, just keeping that breath nice and steady as well, because in yogic terms, the breath is really important. It just gives you that much more energy. So you tend to find that if you are sitting more in a hunched position, you tend to find that you're not breathing as well. So again, just being aware of that breath just helps to anchor yourself down. Really makes you feel a lot better breathing in from the belly. Okay, so we're going to bring the hands onto the knees, and again, just drawing those shoulders down the back. And maybe just breathing through the nose, sighing out through the mouth. And again. Really just taking that time just to become used to the breath, breathing properly. Okay, well, now moving on, what we're going to do is going to bring the soles of the feet together. So it doesn't really matter how close to the body you bring them. I mean, you can bring them really close or further away. Again, really just be mindful of how you're feeling, and you might just feel as if you're just being really gentle with yourself, just keeping them where it's comfortable for you. Okay, so again, keeping that lovely long front body, we're just going to see if we can just come forward a little bit. So either bringing your hands on the floor if that feels comfortable, either on the outside of the knees or outside of the feet or the inside of the feet. And again, just using that breath just to become forward. So we're not hunching down, keeping that chest nice and open. Again, just feel that lovely stretch in the thighs. And then walking the hands back. Okay, so now we're going to come onto all fours. So if you're feeling a little bit sorry for yourself and you want a little bit of TLC, it's also nice to get your blanket and also just fold it up underneath your knees as well. Well, I've just unfolded mine, so I'm going to fold mine back again. Okay, just gives you a little bit of extra comfort under the knees. So bringing those knees onto the blanket. And then we're going to bring the hands underneath the shoulders. And again, just see how that feels here. Again, if you want to release the neck, again, just feel free to do so. I'm going to drop the belly down towards the floor. So again, just feel that lovely stretch in the front body. Feel a really nice extension there. Just watch the lower back as well. We're not overextending the lower back. Just do what feels nice. And then we're going to arch away from the floor. So you're going to engage that core a little bit and just arching away. Again, just maybe moving the shoulders from side to side. That feels good for you. And then dropping the belly back down towards the floor. And again, arching away. Well, it's also quite nice just to maybe move the hips from side to side if that feels good. Really just do what feels right for you. Just feel how that body feels. Great. So now we're going to come off our blanket. Let's move it to the side. So we're going to come into more of a straddled position, so depending on which way you want to go. So basically your foot should be resting on your knee and the other leg out to the side. So it's quite a nice gentle pose. So we're going to bring the hand onto the side of us, so again, whichever's comfortable for you. So what we're going to do is going to bring the other arm up and overhead. So again, just feel that lovely stretch in the side body. You can bend that on the bottom arm if you want to. Now if you're feeling a little bit more energised by now, what you can do is just lift the bottom off. Just feel that lovely stretch up the side, or if you're feeling even more energised now, again you can just bring that knee up. Just feel that lovely extension of the side body, but again, if you need to keep the bottom down or the knee down, again just stay where you are. And then coming back to centre, and go to the other side. So get in a nice comfortable position. Again, you can have your blanket underneath your bottom if you want to. Bring that hand next to you. Bring the arm overhead. And again, bending that elbow if you need to. Just feel that lovely stretch in the side body. And again, if you want to raise the bottom up, keep that knee down, you can do that. Again, just straightening that leg. Just feel that lovely stretch. Side body. And then coming back to centre. Okay, so now we're going to very gently come back onto all fours. So again, just be really careful of the wrists. You might feel I just want to give the wrist a little bit of a massage. Again, just really look after yourself. See how those feel. Just it's going to get a bit stiff and achy as well, so you're just moving the wrist around so it's nice and comfortable. Again, coming back on to all fours. So we're going to stretch the right leg away. So again, just pushing that heel away so you've got a lovely stretch in the back of the legs. And again, with the bottom foot, you can either just curl the toes under or just have them flat. Whatever feels good for you. And now we're just going to raise that straight leg up so it's nice and parallel with the floor. And very gently, we're going to bring that in. Just bring that foot through between the hands. Okay, if you've got quite short arms, you might just want to bring your hands on the inside of that foot or on the outside. Okay, and you also might want to just bring that knee back a little bit. Make sure that this is a nice right angle here as well. Okay, and then just rocking from side backwards and forwards again. Just feel that lovely stretch in the hip flexor. It's quite nice. Just get a bit of movement into the lower body. then from here, if you want to, we can bring the hands onto the hips and then come back up into a nice lunge. And again, just see if you can play around with that a little bit, just moving up and down. You also might find your balance goes a little bit as well if you've got issues with your ears as well, if you've got blocked ears. So don't be too hard on yourself if you do feel a little bit unbalanced. So bringing that hands back down, swapping legs, again stretching this left leg away from you, really feeling that lovely stretch in the back of the legs. Getting that movement in there, bringing that leg up so it's nice and parallel. And bending that leg and then just bringing that between the hands. So you've got a nice right angle there with the ground, and if you want to, just pushing that knee back a little bit again. Just feel that lovely stretch in the hip flexor. Dropping backwards and forwards a little bit. Bring the hands onto the hips, if that feels okay for you. Again, just sinking down a little bit. Oops, you can lose your balance. And then bringing the hands back down. So get the front leg to go in the back leg into a nice tabletop position. So what we're going to do now is just curl those toes under. We're going to go down into more of a half dog. So really we're just going to push back with the arms. I'll just open up the knees a little bit. So we're just going to almost push back with the hands. So you're not going to straighten up the legs. Just going to keep the legs nicely bent and just pushing back, just releasing that neck. Or maybe just walking back with the feet a little bit. Really gentle, really nice. And very gently coming back onto the hands and knees. Okay. So we're going to come back down onto our blanket again, because it feels nice and comfy. Or what you can do is coming into a nice seated posture, bring that blanket around you nice and snugly. Again, just getting that lovely awareness of the body, just again with awareness of the breath, just sort of seeing how anything feels. Again, just releasing the neck if that needs doing. Very gently bringing your hands into Anjali Mudra and lowering your head. And thank you so much for joining me in my nurturing yoga practice for today. Namaste. Until next time, take care.